What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Open-Ended Conversations. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a good day. And yeah, I got a cool, quick little topic for you guys today. It's about the law of receptivity, and it's not like one of the 12 universal laws, like yeah, just like the universal laws of the world, of the universe. It's a law that was put into a business book called The Go Giver, which I read a long time ago. Honestly, it's close to a decade. I read it in, I think it was 2018, when one of my friends at the time was trying to get me in their network marketing group. Tried it out. I didn't really, obviously, I didn't end up going through with it, but it showed me that book, so I'm forever grateful for it. Because when I first read this book, it really helped just expand my mind, understand business and value and stuff like that. And so yeah, I just came here to want to talk about it a little bit because I just thought because I was actually some guy I met at the grocery store. He wanted me to join his like group of I forget what it's called. It's not network marketing, but it's like when you have your own website and your own company, and like you buy stuff from your own company and you try to like market your like all the products they sell. I forget what it's called, but it's yeah, he was telling me about like, oh, I was like, and he was giving me like, oh, you should read these books. I was like, I've kind of already read majority of these books, bro. Like, I'm not, I've been around the block. So yeah, I just think I actually reread the book, and I was like, man, this really helped me out back in the day. So I just wanted to share one. There's 5 business laws in the book, but I just wanted to share this one because why not? Yeah, it was kind of something that really kind of just, well, to be honest, it really like Sorry, we're back. I had a phone malfunction. But yeah, I just felt called to do a video on this topic real quick. And it was, it's going to be a little quick video. I won't try to make it that long, although I'm already like 3 damn minutes in. But yeah, so I got some notes. I'll be looking down periodically. Well, probably won't see it because I'll be editing. But the law of receptivity is the 5th law in the book, The Go Giver. I forget who it's by, but shout out to that guy or girl. I really wish I remembered that before I started this video. You know what? Wait. So shout out to John David Mann and Bob Berg, I think it was. Or something like that. But so yeah, to go back, they actually wrote the book. So shout out to them. It's one of the best books I've read in my one of the best self-development books I've read. So shout out to them. So the law of receptivity states that giving and receiving are 2 sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. They kind of go together. They are 2 sides of the same coin. Just saying, if you're not open to receiving, you disrupt the flow of give and take. And you remain closed off to opportunities that could come into you by you being open to receiving. But like, you know what I mean? You're closed off to it. So maybe you don't see it when the opportunity arises, or you second guess it, or you think, no, that's the sign wasn't enough of a sign. Right? Like, we've all had those moments. So like, remaining closed off can just interrupt you from receiving like, back what you deserve, because you're getting back what you put. You always get back what you put into the world, to the universe. So like, you know what I mean? You could be missing out on good business relationships, good love relationships, good life and friendships, for more growth in your life. Like, there's just so many things you can miss out on from not being open to receiving. And yeah, just who doesn't want to receive what they aspire to? I definitely think that's something I've worked on, is not always looking to give and looking to receive, sometimes, because yeah, if you give a lot of value to people, why wouldn't you receive a lot of, blessings back, So it's kind of just like, yeah, just you're blocking God's, the universes, whatever you want to call it, to each his own. You're blocking that flow of energy, and yeah, if you want to achieve amazing things, you got to be open to receiving. So yeah, like if you're not open to receiving, it'll make it harder to achieve stratospheric success. That's what the book calls it. But you know, not everyone wants to achieve stratospheric success in business, you know, because that looks different for everyone. You know, sometimes, you know, for some people, stratospheric success could be being able to provide for, you know, your kids, your family, you know, or, you know, your parents, so they don't have to work again. So for some people, you know, stratospheric success could be actually building the biggest business in the world, like a Jeff Bezos or, you know, whatever, whoever. For some people, stratospheric success is having a healthy, loving relationship and growing a family and building a family and raising their kids. So, you know, everyone has different ideas of what stratospheric success is. And for some people, a lot of people, most people, you know, I feel like it's a combination of all those things I talked about and other things as well, you know, but just to keep it concise. So yeah, like, you know, everyone has their own terms of stratospheric success, and it's not just about, and I always think the best advice or the best knowledge or wisdom is like applicable through all like facets of your life. Like I feel like the law of receptivity is very applicable to relationships, like I was just saying, relationships and family, and you know, obviously business as well, and business and jobs, but like, you know, it's applicable to so many different facets of your life, so many different situations. So yeah, another way to kind of understand this give and take is like, as much as you inhale, you exhale as well. Like when you say you just were to stop exhaling, you know, it's like, what the fuck, you'd probably die. So it's like the same thing as like, say if you're not open to receiving, you know, you're gonna attract unfortunate circumstances, I guess, in a way. So like resisting and not being open to receiving can like actually undermine yourself and block the natural flow of giving from the universe, right? Like I mean, at least I know that I've been sometimes where like I'm kind of so overthinking or like paranoid, especially in the past, where it's like, I mean, I still overthink a lot, you know, or overthink sometimes as well, but I've better learned how to calm myself down when I am. But we've all had those things where we're too busy overthinking to actually be present and to realize what's actually going on in front of us. You know what I mean? And just responding accordingly or taking actions to get the result that we would like. So yeah, it's just important to be open to receiving and instead of in your head. And like, yeah, you can't give from an empty cup as well. So like always giving, like your cup's gonna run empty eventually, and then you're gonna be like tired, drained, burnt out, you know, you won't be able to even give. And then usually, you know, like if you're usually around people where you're only just giving, like once you stop giving, they're probably gonna just drop you, and you're gonna feel like, what the hell? So you're gonna be burnt out from giving, and then they'll drop you because you're not giving, and then you're like, well, crap. So you know what I mean? You gotta just be open to receiving your blessings. Say you're not receiving this love you want because you're not aware of the love that you give or the value that you give someone inside of inside of a relationship, like, you know. So like now you're settling for love, and there's better love out there for you, and it's like, wow, like, you know, like, man, I don't feel loved enough, but it's like you're not open to even receiving that love, you know? Like, I'm sure we've all known someone and it's like, wow, I just want to love her or love him, you know what I mean? But it's like they're not open to it or they don't think I like them, and it's like, you know, it's like I'm pretty sure I've been on both sides of that, sides where I'm like, man, I like this girl, and, you know, she's really interesting and I want to get to know her and take her out and, you know, just show her who I am, but she's like, maybe she overthinks it, or maybe she doesn't really believe that maybe you even would like her like that. And it's like, give me a chance to fail, Jesus, at least, you know. Like, give me a chance. Sorry about that. More phone malfunctions. But like, give me a chance to fail. Like, you know. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's been women who have been like, wow, I just want to love this guy, but he's too, he doesn't feel like feel like I love him or feel like I can love him, you know what I mean? So, there's like, yeah, there's just, it's good to look at things from different perspectives. Like, I'm sure it's been both ways where I felt like, I just want to love someone, and there's been situations where girls like, I just want to love her, or love him, and yeah, so it's good. It's best to like, just be open to receiving and communicate, and just shoot, pop your shit, pop your stuff. Or say like you feel overlooked in your career, like you do a lot at work, but you're not paid as much as you like, and then you're you're too scared, or you overthink leaving and finding a different job. But like on the other side of that fear is like a better job that pays you more, that pays you, that understands your worth, that, has better work culture, etc. Like all these different things. And it's like, wow, like literally sometimes like fear is the biggest obstacle. It's like overcoming that fear of the unknown, and like maybe that company really needs your expertise, and you could have saved them from going bankrupt, however many years down the line, or you helped them go to heights that they never even thought they would reach as quickly as they did. So, I think there's a spot and a place for everyone in life, but you just kind of gotta be in alignment and be open to finding it and willing to try. I think a lot of people are scared to try nowadays. Like, it's super important to try at, whatever, because why not? Genuinely, just like, why not? Why not try? Say you don't ask for a raise because you don't know how much you bring to the company. Say you don't even want to leave the company. You just want a raise and you want to be paid more, but you're too like, I don't know, am I really this valuable? And it's like, nah, hell yeah, you are. Well, I mean, of course, don't be delusional. Like, actually make sure, put in the work and make sure that you're exceeding expectations, of course. But like, within reason, of course. If you feel like, you deserve that raise, go ask for it. Go put in a word. And I know I've definitely felt this way sometimes as well. Sometimes we deny ourselves the blessings that we can get or receive because of like guilt, self-martyrdom, doubting yourself, pride, like, no, I'm fine, I don't need it. Or, there's so many different energies that disrupt the flow of energy and limits your ability to give more or add more value, or to receive more value, so it's super important to just stay open to your blessings. And that's basically what the law of receptivity is about. It's like staying open to your blessings and understanding that like sometimes what's really stopping you from your blessings is not asking for more. Like, genuinely, that could be it. Sometimes what's stopping you from your blessings is the wrong environment. Sometimes what's stopping you from blessings is the people you're around. So it's always like, it's about being open to what the universe is asking you to do to put you in alignment. The law of receptivity, it's a very great law. I really like I said, this book really blew my mind when I heard about it when I read it back in the day. It's crazy. It's almost been a decade since a lot of things. It's crazy. But that's pretty much it. Also, I'd like to say, like, please send me an email, because I love to hear like your guys' stories and comments, and I love to hear that I actually help and give you guys some type of value or comfort, and when you need some, like, please, if you want to share a story, because you don't have to, sometimes things are just personal, but shoot me an email about how I've helped you throughout your journey in life, just in this past year, in these few videos. If something small or something little, or even it could be big, like how I've helped you, how this has helped you, any of my videos have helped you in any way. I love to hear, and it would definitely help me. I love to hear feedback, basically, and it would help me. It would drive me more to be here more. And like I'm still gonna be here regardless, and I'm gonna be uploading a lot more sooner, because just recently I've moved a lot, and I've been having a lot of different things to do, and I've just been procrastinating and saying I need to find the time and not finding the time. But I'm here making the time, because that's the only way that it's gonna happen. So yeah, like you will be seeing me a lot more. And yeah, if you guys would like to book me for advisory, spiritual advisory, hit my email as well. I am a model as well, signed to a local agency in my state of Florida. Shout out Florida. Book me for that, and you can book me for speaking arrangements as well at my email below, open-ended conversations. And yeah, I hope you guys are having been amazing, and I will see you guys soon.